I'm fired up and I'm ready to go. I'm fired up and I'm ready to go. I'm fired up and I'm ready to go. This is the Billionaire Brown experience. Let's go.
We have to pick up where we left off, where you have us on pause. But we also wanted to talk about this Black Panther movie.
Let's talk about Black Panther because I want to.
Wait, did you see it?
Of course, I seen it Thursday night.
Okay, all right. So what's your take on Black Panther movie?
Man, that movie is amazing. I want to go see it again. I just told my daughter, I was like, "You want to go see it again?" She was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, we're gonna go see it again." It's like this movie has so many messages in it, and it tells a story of us. Like at the end of the day, that movie don't even play like a comic movie. Like it's not like a Marvel Civil War or the Avengers or Spider-Man. It don't play like that. The storyline is crazy. It was well written. Mm-hmm. The actors was beautiful. The costumes was beautiful. The scenery was beautiful. The actual Black Panther wasn't in the movie a lot. Like that's what made it like so crazy. Like, but it just showed you like what we could be if we would have never got taken from Africa. All the precious metals and jewels come from Africa. Gold and diamonds come from Africa. Oil, all that's in Africa. So just imagine if all the African Americans was back in Africa. You just never know how big Africa could have been, you know? So it gives you that whole sense. Like, and then it was a part of it of, you know, influx of fighting with each other and all that. So it shows you, like, you know, what could be.
Okay, so all right, well, you know what? I have a few. I wanted to ask you about a couple things in the movie that I saw. So let's see. No. Yeah, they did a great job. Michael B. Jordan, Chadwick Boseman, Angela Bassett, Forrest Whitaker.
That movie was amazing.
Yeah,
that might be number 2 or number 3 on my list.
All time?
Of comic movies, yeah.
Oh, okay. Right.
Batman, The Dark Knight is number 1.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The Dark Knight is the best comic movie ever. And then I would go with maybe Avengers.
Okay.
And then I might go with Black Panther.
Okay, so now I pulled up my notes here about the movie from my perspective and what I noticed. So let's go with the first one. Just because it works. Well, no, not that one. A man who has not prepared his children for his own death is not a father. True or false?
I caught that one.
Okay. What's your thought about it?
When he said that, I said, "Ooh, that's so mean and vicious." Because I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I prepared my daughters for my death, so I understood that on so many levels.
Okay. You would be a great queen. He said you would be a great queen if you weren't so stubborn. She said, because I'm stubborn, I would be a great queen.
I'll go with the latter. They both was right.
Okay.
Because you got to look at it as he's telling you from his point of what he wants from a queen, and she's telling you from her point of how she'll be a queen and what she would expect from the king. Because he's saying, you have to, like, obey everything I say. And then she's saying, no, I'm going to challenge you. And that's what's going to make us work. So they both, I like it. I like that. The movie was written excellent.
What did you think about Michael B. Jordan's character?
I loved it.
Well, he obviously did a great job in the role. But what did you think about his actual character?
I liked the character because he was the forgotten Wakandan. If I'm saying the country's people name right, but he was the forgotten one. They sent his father there on a mission to be a spy. The father must have did something wrong. Then he had a spy watching him, and he's innocent out of the thing. Why you think the Black Panther told his father, "Well, why did you leave the child?" He didn't agree with his father, so he didn't go into paradise with his father. He went back to try to at least mend the wrong in the situation. But Michael B. Jordan was consumed with so much hatred and revenge that he couldn't be reasoned with.
Yeah, see, I had a I liked the part. Well, I found it very attributed to the writers. He said, Michael B. Jordan said, "I lied, killed, and stole my whole life to get here to fight you." And what I took from that is that people will do whatever to get some time with you or to challenge you. The way that he came across to Chadwick Boseman,
I mean, like,
do you think people are lying, stealing, and have killed to try to get some time or space with you?
With me?
Uh-huh.
I don't think you would have to go that far to get no time and space with me as far as a lie and kill. People might want to lie and maneuver to either get something from me.
Okay.
But I wouldn't say kill nobody just to get some time with me, because at the end of the day, I make myself accessible to people. Like, as far as if people need advice or help or stuff like that, I try to be there for people, because at the end of the day, a jewel is always best if it's passed on. So everything I know, I try to give it to especially like my peers and the youth.
Damn, hold on. Yeah, that was a bar right there. You said a jewel is always better when it's passed on.
It is.
Yo,
because
that was powerful.
But you can't keep the knowledge for yourself. That's why people wrote books, to give the knowledge away. It's just on you to read the book. So you have to understand something. In our culture and the way our children are raised now, they're blinded by reality. And what I mean by that is, a person doesn't have to give you money to give you something. Or if a person don't give you money, that don't mean they don't love you. Money is not everything. Like, sometimes I would want from a person something that is priceless, and they couldn't give me money. Let me sit and talk with you. Let me learn the ways of the wise. Or how did you do this? How did you get to this point? Or how did you get out of a situation? Or what would you do in a situation? Sometimes we got to sit down with successful people. And I'm not saying I'm successful. I'm just saying in general. Sometimes you got to sit down with successful people and just listen and talk, instead of just trying to get something from them.
Yeah.
A lot of times, people don't want to do nothing with you. They want to get something from you. And that's bad.
Did Michael B. Jordan live?
No, he died.
But did he really?
Well, I don't want to spoil the movie now. They gotta watch it.
Yeah, wait, all right. But okay. Nah, they should have. Nah, I don't know.
What?
But I'm trying to find out, like, do you think that I think it's a valid question. Do you think that he'll be back in the next one? Because remember how Chadwick died. Damn, I just.
Nah, he didn't die.
You don't think so? I think he could. He might be in the next one.
I don't think so.
No?
I mean, they bring characters back. This is the movies. It can happen, but I believe he died.
It would be powerful if he didn't, though. Like, somehow they brought him, like, because remember.
Nah, that would be corny.
No, why would it be corny? He was trying. But remember the reason.
He has to fight in the next movie. I guarantee you, it's going to be something about white people or Americans or a European country is going to try to go to Wakanda and steal their technology. And then they're going to probably have a superhero from that country, and they're going to be trying to steal, the technology and all that. So I believe that's where the next movie should be going.
We're going to have to tag Ryan Coogler in that comment and that idea right there. I think that was dope. Ryan Coogler is the writer, one of the writers. Shout out to Ryan Coogler. All right, but the reason why I'm asking that is he said at the end, he said when he died, he said even our ancestors said death is better than bondage.
Right. He's saying that the guys, this is what he's saying. Mm-hmm. When they came to enslave the Africans, that it was some Africans that jumped off the boat and died in the sea and said, I'd rather die than be your slave in America.
But you think he would have had him as a slave if he would have let him live right there? He
said, if you let me live, you will have me locked up.
But he never answered that, though. He never said, yes, that's what I'm going to do.
He committed crimes. What that's called is called treason.
But why
he committed crimes against his country?
But why can't it be a black power situation where he teaches him? I see him.
What he did, he took the weapons and was going to give them away. That was against their whole culture, their religion. Like, that's not what they was trying to do. And then he actually started doing stuff that wasn't in the order. So no, he would have had to been bonded. he would have had to go. He would have had to go into jail. He knew that. He knew the ways of the people.
I don't know.
I mean, that's speculation, but at the end of the day, why would you let somebody with that type of hatred run free?
I don't know. Now my question is, did Martin Luther King's dream come true?
And what?
His dream.
Hell no.
Oh, okay. Why you say that?
You believe his dream came true?
Hell no. But
why would you ask me that question? How? Because we had a black president?
I don't even ask when people say that they do. I just know that it didn't.
First of all, Martin Luther King's dream is not a real reality. Yes, they have babies now. It's definitely better than when Martin Luther King was coming up and speaking and all that. But at the end of the day, white people gonna be racist forever. Like, that's just like, you gotta understand something. You see how the high school just got 14 kids shot and all of that?
Parkland, Florida, yep.
Okay, now white people is going at the National Rifle Association, the NRA. Now it's going to be a big thing, right? But let me just put this out there for you like this, right? Why do you think they're so pro gun law? Why do you think they want guns so bad? And you really think it's about hunting animals?
No, hell no.
Okay then, the Second Amendment. Oh, my right to bear arms and protect myself and all of that. Okay, did the guy who killed Trayvon Martin, was he really protecting himself?
George Zimmerman, no.
George Zimmerman, no, right? But how did he beat the case? Protection laws, right? Now I'm gonna go a little bit deeper. Imagine, okay, America is 67% white and 17% Latino, 13% African American, and 3% other or 6% other, whatever. Imagine if these people that's actually scared of black people, they're scared of us. You know that, right?
Of course.
Imagine if there was no guns in America. All the shit they did to us.
I never thought about that. That's actually really
They have to keep that law because it keeps us at bay. Imagine if we just said, all right, us and the Latinos, we so athletic and we so strong, we could take out 2 of them. Each one of us could take out 2 of them with our hands. So imagine if they had no weapons. They couldn't call us nigga. They couldn't deny us jobs. They couldn't do the shit they do with us as far as in this country. Imagine if we had an equal playing field with them. I'm talking about as far as, not in the workforce, I'm talking about as far as combat. Like, all right, y'all 67% white people is out here on your own against the blacks and the Latinos, and now they fed up and they about to wage a civil war on y'all. What do you think will happen?
I think people start acting right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So for them to keep their little cute calling us niggas and treating us the way they do, they know they can shoot us and kill us and get away with it.
So let's say if they were to get rid of guns, would that be everybody, even off police officers as well?
I doubt police officers, but at the end of the day,
see, because they don't really need them either if we don't have them.
Yeah, but all right, I think in London it's like that.
Yep.
And I don't think police have guns neither.
No.
Yeah, I agree with that. It should be no guns, none at all.
Yeah,
no guns.
Be a game changer right there. Is that possible though, or you don't? That's not really possible.
It all depends. The presidents make the laws, and Congress. See, now what they're doing is giving away the blueprint. I was watching CNN last night, right? Mm-hmm. A Republican that's fed up with this because he's tired of he's seeing 14 white kids got killed. We done have 14 black people get killed by fucking police in 1 year, and they didn't care this much. But now 14 white kids got killed. You know what he's saying? We got to get it on the ground level. We got to get the Senate involved, the councilmen, the assemblymen. So he's giving away the blueprint. But us as black people, we don't watch CNN and shit like that. So we don't even know to listen and take heed to the shit. So how laws get changed is on the ground level. So he's saying, fuck trying to go with the Republicans and the GOP and all this shit. No. To actually enact change, we have to do it on the ground level. So now he's telling the white community, if y'all really fed up with guns, this is how we get them. And we'll change some of these laws. Okay.
You just referenced Trayvon Martin, and we also talked a little bit about George Zimmerman. What was the most ridiculous thing about that case to you?
He was walking home from the fucking store with Skittles and a fucking iced tea, man. Mm-hmm. And he died. Like, he got killed. He didn't die. He got killed. Like, when the fuck is that okay? He wasn't looking for no trouble.
Nah, and that's the thing.
That's the most fucked up shit about that whole shit. Forget that he's black.
Yeah.
Forget that he's black. Forget all that shit. This little young man went to the store to get some Skittles and a soda and an iced tea and was coming back home and never made it back home. That's the most fucked up shit about all of that. Fuck that. This motherfucker got off and he killed them and he got off and they freed him and he sold a gun. All that shit is foul. The mere fact that he was just going to the store.
That's the craziest.
That's the craziest shit in the world. He wasn't gangbanging. He didn't have a weapon on him.
What was more
Skittles and a fucking iced tea?
Was that more ridiculous? Was Trayvon's murder more ridiculous than Eric Garner's murder?
None of that shit is cool. Trayvon Martin's is the worst.
Yeah, I can't believe because they told George. They even told fall back, leave him alone.
That's like
how you still get off.
That's like Emmett Till's death.
Well, which one?
Trayvon Martin.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Like that breaks my heart, B. For that mother and father, like they gotta endure that forever. If your son is like a gangbanger in the street, selling drugs, into crime, disrespectful, you kind of understand. Damn, my kid could get shot.
Yeah.
But a little young innocent boy that just went to the store. Wasn't he about to watch the All-Star game or something?
Yeah, it sure was. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. His father is a better man than me.
Why is that?
I would have killed that man in the courtroom. And I'd have just put my hands out and said, take me now. You're not living. If you do that to my daughters, you're not living. You're not living. It's no way possible. I'm killing you back. Like, no way. I don't care. Like, so what? I could never live with that. I couldn't live with myself knowing that this guy is out here and I ain't do nothing.
And he's still out here, too.
He's better than me. He's better than me.
I just realized he's still out there, too.
I would have dealt with that man, B.
Could you?
That would have been my sole mission.
But do you know how many people were in his court? Like, you know how much money? He made millions of dollars. You know that,
I don't
right?
care. And he would have never got to spend it.
People were donating him hundreds of thousands of dollars.
And this goes back to when you said it's Martin Luther King's dream alive. Hell fucking no. Look at that. They donating money to a killer.
That should be illegal, first and foremost.
This is why his dream is not alive.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
Dental problems don't get better the longer you wait. They just get worse and more expensive. The #1 dental plan in America today guarantees to save you 20 to 80% on all dental procedures you can get done in the dental office. Regular teeth cleanings all the way up to cosmetic dentistry. No waiting periods. Contact a benefit consultant immediately to find out what open enrollment specials are available in your state today. 888-674-9409.